Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, back for a little Anime Monday, reacting to anime on Monday. It's Revolutionary Girl Utena, episode 24.
We're sticking with that.
Sticking with my finger thing, my finger,
Alright.
not finger guns, but my finger counting.
That's what that is.
Yeah, it seemed to go so well. I didn't get any feedback on it last time, other than from you, because we're doing back-to-back episode records again here. So we just saw 23. It was the terms of the duelist.
It was
we don't
an
know
episode.
Yeah, we still don't know what the terms are really, but maybe sort of. Well, we know at least that the Mamai, the kid who was trying to make the Rose Bride from this whole Black Rose saga, kill Anthe and make him the Rose Bride. He wasn't really real anymore. He died long ago, like back in the time. We saw 2 episodes ago in the flashback when he was a sick child. He really did die back then. Then Takiko, the sister who he was had a thing for, or maybe they did have some type of romantic relationship. I'm not completely sure, but she seemed to get back in the picture. She had aged. He hadn't. She was working for him as a secretary. Then parted ways again. Did that really happen? We don't exactly know.
Well, I mean, my man said at the end, like, she wasn't real. You were imagining her, and I used the fact that you were imagining her to take advantage of whatever's going on with this.
Oh, Akio. Did he say she, though? I thought that was when he was talking about the kid.
Oh, maybe.
Well,
Larger theme coming out in this conversation is that we still don't really understand what's going on, even though we appear to have gotten resolution to one character's entire arc.
So Mikagi's gone now, I guess. They said at the end of the last episode he's gone. I presume that means he's going to age too now. The Nomura Memorial Building wasn't there.
He couldn't remember the name.
And when him and Utena came upon it, they were like, they're assuming to act like it's been burned down like that this whole time they've been there, not fully functioning like it had been the past 10 episodes or whatever that we watched, with all the pictures on the wall of the duelist and everything like that. But yeah, Mikagi had thought Utena was Takiko.
And he was telling her during that conversation, right before she punches him, he was telling her, like, I have the power to make my memories eternal, is I think the word he used.
Yes.
And he was telling her it was an and you can too. It was a we're not so different you and I conversation, right?
He's saying that he's point blank said we're like the same, It's in our eyes or something. Kept talking about it, their eyes.
In your hair.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it felt kind of like that Argus was wrapped in that episode to me, at least. Even though, like you're saying, we don't understand still, but this episode here is called The Secret Nanami Diary, so it seems like another Nanami episode from the title. It's a good bet. I feel like it's not going to be any Black Rose stuff, but who knows at this point. The student council does still know what happened, or at least who knows what the end of the last episode, but the beginning of the last episode, they were continuing to investigate, I guess, considered Black Rose the enemy and wanted to get Utena to join the student council. We didn't see if they approached her yet about it or what, or if they're still going to, but it seems like it would make sense if she would be joining them there, but I don't know.
Yeah. Also, didn't we end the last episode with Anthe missing after we saw her with Akiko?
Yeah. Well, even at the beginning. Yeah,
and she was the little boy, and then she turns into Anthe. Like, they're the same golem. They're a golem.
Yeah. She was missing earlier in episode 2, and then Utena like fell asleep and woke up, and she was there, and they were like holding hands. But then, yeah, at the end of the episode, like you're saying, that's what her and Mickey were looking for. Anthe, it seems like.
And we know where she is. She's with Akio. And
but
she's also the little boy that was walking around with Nemuro, however you pronounce that.
Mamaya. Was the boy. But Utena knows about Akio, and she goes to visit him herself. So you would think she would look over there. I guess he could be with her somewhere that's not in that planetary room or whatever they always are.
A lot going on. Not going on.
Yeah. Also, we saw in the flashback kind of things, or the visions Mikage was having, or what I assume are his memories. Akio was like making out with his girl, with Takiko. It seemed like so.
I kind of thought he was saying at the end, "I made you see that."
Maybe
she didn't exist at that point either. But you were saying he was talking about the boy that was following him around.
I think he was talking about the boy, right? When you said didn't really exist anymore. But it could be like a vision anyway that Akio was giving him to make him jealous or whatever with her.
Right, when he gave him that speech that was like, "You're the weakest link, goodbye," and expelled him from what had better not just literally be the Human Instrumentality Project. He said something about like, she wasn't here, you only thought she was here, and I used that to my advantage.
Okay. Maybe you did say that. I probably
we can move on.
Anyway, yeah, let's see what's up with old Nanami and her diary here, or the Nanami diary. Let's do it. Is that a real piece of music I should know?
Yes.
Oh, it's our boy Suwabuki. He's the only one that Nanami's kind of nice to, other than, of course, the brother. Alright, this is the flashback to that. Oh, is this gonna be not her diary, but his diary about her? The secret Nanami diary?
Oh.
Yep, it is it.
Devoted.
Gotta put a lock on that bad boy. Is this gonna be another clip show?
Yes.
I was told there was at least a couple, more than one. We saw one a while ago. The last one did have some stuff relevant in it, if I recall.
Yeah.
I don't know if this one will, but... Oh, that's before that. Yeah, before we even... Well, we figured it out by the look on Nanami's eyes that she looked evil for the animation, remember? But this was like the first episode she was really in. She set up the dance dress debacle, the carrying, the attempted carrying. There's old curly bangs from Kieko, I think, is that her name? From a couple episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
The final duelist before Mikage and stuff. And the Black Rose. Oh,
my man.
She's getting lit. I don't remember if we saw this part in that episode. So he was under this table during this. This is just gonna be, we're gonna see, rewatch all the same scenes, but see him like poking out or wherever. Oh, can she? The curry, of course, the body switch curry. See, she just said her name. I think her name was Keiko, right? But the subtitle said excellent.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. These fucking guys.
I don't think this part was in the original either.
No.
I do like those guys though. But that wasn't what caused it.
What caused it?
It was just, they just said it was Himemiya's whack cooking. I think. Suwabuki sneak along on this trip? Yep, of course.
It's weird when this show decides that the outside world exists. and when it really, really feels like it doesn't, you know?
This is the only times we've been away from like kind of the campus, or at least the area around it.
Well, right, and even when we're in the area around campus, it's like no one's on the streets, nobody has parents, and then suddenly one episode we're in like a ballroom and there are like 300 extras drawn in, right?
I guess those are like students. But yeah, the parents, there doesn't seem to be any. Now what does Swabuki think about the relationship between her and her brother?
Yeah, let's have this out today.
Yeah. Just wrap the sheet around you and go get that book back, Swabuki. This is where she keeps pulling out all the animals.
Did you hear that? Or did you read that?
What?
Nanami said that she had heard that the dorm where Utena and Himemiya are staying is some sort of haunted house, which is kind of the way that people spoke about Nemuro.
Yeah, well, Wakaba was saying that initially too when Utena was moving in there. She was like, good luck in your haunted house or something.
Right.
It's being haunted by a stalker right now. In the
Honestly.
attic here. Yeah. The mongoose, that's right.
I have no idea where it comes from, but I love that, like, octopi are so often depicted with that chef's headband.
Yeah, why are they? I mean, it's a Japanese thing.
Some cultural thing that I'm not up on.
Alright. Doesn't seem like we're getting any of that important info sprinkled in here with this clip episode, but
I got something. I got one thing.
the house thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's anything, but I got it.
Okay. Student council time. Okay, now this is just getting
I don't like this. You gonna talk about how weird that is?
So he was boxing that kangaroo. At least they gave the kangaroo a mouthpiece. Don't know what the kilo conversion is, so I don't get it.
We could just look it up.
Remind me to do that after in the recap.
Seems important.
Yeah, this is that episode that opened like a horror movie or something almost. But what happened in this one?
This is the one where she drowned the cat?
Oh, she remembered doing it at least. That was at the party for Toga. Yeah, I think it was that. Oh no, she thought Toga was after her to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But what was really going on? I don't remember now.
I kind of barely remember that episode.
Oh, I think it was Swabuki she thought someone was always sneaking around her about to kill her, but it was him following her or something.
That's right, that's
to
right.
protect her or whatever.
根こそぎ暴いてやるわ。悪巧みだなんてそんな一心で。もうあんたって怖い。ナミ落ち着いて。
Will she?
もう一度ナナミさんが牛になった。そのカウベルを捨てろ。本来何であるのか知っているのか。本来牛の首につける鈴のことだ。
Cow Bastion.
ディ
Cow.
オールじゃなくてオシちゃんディオールだ。バカでかい鈴を首につけて得意になっていたわけさ。
Is the real thing in real life is called Christian Dior, right?
Yeah,
So Cowston makes a better pun off of that.
it's much closer.
But it was supposed to be off Sebastian in this show, so that's stupid.
てるのよもう。私が牛になるはずないじゃないの。
Well, this was like the last full Nanami based episode, I think, right?
No, she had a duel. She went
Oh.
she went bonkers, right?
That was before this, though.
What's it?
I'm pretty sure. And they don't seem to be showing that. Well, maybe they still will. I mean, she had another Swabugi episode during the Black Rose. That was more about him, though.
I hate it.
なんだ。もういいんです。もういいんですよ。ナナミさんと面倒見てあげますから。ナナミさんと一緒に。
Yeah, we didn't see this part in that episode.
This is a real bummer.
やめろ、やめてくれ。いいわよ、つわ
Don't.
り。見ないで。ああ。
What?
ここはどうですか。何を書いてたの。調整してたんです。後でお知らせしますよ。心配しないで。ただき。しまった。やはり読まれてはまずいことがか。抑えて。何ね。作戦その24。うわあ、おしまいだ。そのページを読まれたら。
Guess we're not gonna see what that strategy is.
誤解誤解。もう隠しきれない私の秘密の場だったの。欲しい。この顔をかぶったお猿だったのさ。もうキーないわ。よいしょ。お猿捕まえた。お猿。
Kind of blending some of their Greek chorus parts together here. And it ended the episode. Wow. All right. So you had fun with that one, Eric. I could tell.
Yeah, it's delightful.
You wanted to see the cow again, so
Definitely not put off by the sight of that cow.
So Swabugi's doing the Harriet the spy tactics, I guess.
Kid on a leash.
Maybe not as heady of a literature reference as you were putting in last time, but they just inserted him obviously into all the clips we kind of saw already. There's some new stuff like with Choo Choo jokes and those three guys, stalker guys. That stuff was added, but overall, the last it wasn't like the last clip show where they had new, kind of important new information in there with the prince and all that stuff.
Yeah. Unless.
Okay. So theory coming?
Bear with me. So, the music appreciation class that they mentioned, the only piece that they said that they were currently studying was Karl Orff's Carmina Burana, which is a cycle of 7 resurrected medieval texts, like some of the earliest sacred literature, and it's all about it's basically engravings done by monks, and it's this poetry cycle that kind of blends the sacred and the profane, but basically it begins and ends with the part that everybody knows, right? The O Fortuna, and that's always used in commercials when something has to be big and epic or whatever. It's a good piece, but it's public domain classics. It's overplayed. But then the middle 5 movements have this really weird kind of purgatory feeling to them. Especially the one, there's this one where I think it it'll be a tenor, I think, is basically singing, and in one stage production, basically he's singing about like having wasted his life and learned nothing. Is kind of the theme of one of the movements of that piece, right? And in one stage production that I've seen, which I think might be on YouTube, the singer is actually temporarily like in a roasting like goose costume and being spun over a spit. That's just a funny, cool image.
Should we react to this? By the way?
But unless that was an Easter egg, I really got nothing from this.
Okay, so you're saying it ties into all of that.
I'm saying it could.
Interesting. Yeah. I just don't, I mean, other than just needing filler, I don't really understand why they do an episode like this. But
yeah. Needing filler and needing to reuse a lot of animation because they're like over budget. I don't know.
But it's the stuff that's like, it's all about Nanami's schemes. But like you mentioned, it didn't, are you saying she did the duel? Of course, that was a big episode, but they didn't even go into that at all or any of the dueling stuff. So it's interesting what they chose to show.
Have they all just forgotten the Black Rose arc?
It seems that way.
Because Namuro is gone?
It seems that way, but since this wasn't really a normal episode, I don't know.
Right.
Ready to say that quite yet. But even the end of the last one kind of implied that, I think. Well, let's look up how much is 49 kilos. 108 pounds, about what Nanami looks like. Maybe even less, but that Chi-Chi was sitting on the scale there too. Alright, I wonder how many kilos I am. Oh, that many. Interesting. All our European subscribers are shaking their damn heads right now. Or maybe anywhere besides the States. Does everyone else use that metric? It's metric, right?
It's like us and one other country. Like Madagascar or something that doesn't use the metric system.
Let's go Madagascar. Well, oh yeah, don't they use like stone or something in England? Like they say like I weigh some kind of stone or something. Weigh 20 stone.
Yeah. That's England.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Jesus Christ.
this is what we have to discuss from this episode.
Basically.
Well, maybe look out for our reaction to that. What is that? Opera or what is it? What would be the?
It's like a song cycle. It's an operatic song cycle.
All right, we'll look out for a potential reaction to that if it's on YouTube coming up. But in the meantime, I think we'll really be getting into episode 25 next time, which is going to be called Their Eternal Apocalypse. So back to the eternity stuff. Apocalypse, end of the world. I mean, it kind of seems to be at odds with each other, those two, oxymoron or something.
Yeah.
Eternal apocalypse. But we'll see what happens. Stay subscribed to the channel here. Leave some comments. We'll get into those next time if you do. And yeah, let us know what you thought of this Nanami clip show. Until next time on Monday, we're up out of here. Peace.
もうよそう。え